Hi everyone, we continue with our lab. If you remember, we create 4 server, each server with the subnet. You can see here the first server, the IP 2020.2. So another server 2020.1. This will be the VPC2. Yeah, and another one VPC1, 10.10.1 and 10.10.2. Perfect. I try to access to this guy. They have a public IP. As you remember, we have only one public IP, so I can copy that public IP and go to the RDP application from Microsoft, because all our staff here or all our servers, it is Microsoft. Maybe in the future we start with the Linux, because most of the powerful operating system with the application actually is Linux, but we can use Microsoft as well at the same time. So I say contact here. They give me the remote desktop here, and they say the default username is admin, and this is my public IP. And here they ask me to get the password. How to get the password is very simple here. You just get the password, browse, and select where is your peer key. If you remember, it was AWS. Yeah, AWS lab, aws.pim. Double click here. This is the private key, so I say decrypt the private key. I guess that one is a wrong one. Let me try to another one. AWS for this server, AWS lab, that guy, I guess. Yeah, decrypt password. As you can see, they give me the password here, so I can copy the password. I try to remote desktop here, but I don't think so will be work, because we need something else. We need the internet. Right now we don't have internet. Let me show you here. So I try to connect here through the remote desktop RDP protocol. He tried, but eventually he will not able to connect to this machine. So I just say cancel here. Why? Because we don't have internet in our environment. So how to add the internet in our environment? Internet gateway. So we go here to our VPC. In VPC, I will add internet gateway. This is very, very important point actually for the cloud. So I will go to the internet gateway. You can see this option, internet gateway, from the VPC. I will say create internet. And they say give me the name. I say IGT or whatever, any name, or IGW01, and they create. This is they create to me the internet gateway. Okay, we need to attach this internet gateway to the specific VPC. So I will say from here attach to the VPC. They give me 2 options here, of course, because I have a 2 VPC. I will attach it to the VPC1 because the public IP in the VPC1. So I just attach it, or I select from here the VPC1. So I attach it. It's enough. Can I go ahead and connect to my computer or my server through the public IP? No, it's not enough. We need to add this internet gateway to the routing, to the route table. So I go to the route table over there. Then as you can see, I have a 2 route table. I have 2 route table for VPC2 and for VPC1. Okay, if I go back very quick here, when I go to the EC2 here, in EC2, if you remember, the public IP under the VPC1. So I just go to the PC here, and I show you here, this is the public IP. Want to click on it. And remember, I am in Central Canada here, so you can see this IP is 10.10.10.1 under VPC1. Okay, so that's why when I go here to the VPC again, if I go to the VPC again to the route table, where is the VPC? That one. And I will select the route table, and I will configure the route table under this subnet, or which subnet under this route table. You can see here, this is the VPC1. Yes, I need this guy. So how I know this guy is the subnet under this guy? So just subnet associate. You can see those, it is associate, and that route table. So it's much more important as well. You need to edit those subnets. So I just select those in the route table and they say save. It will be moved from bottom to up. You can see here. After that, I go to the route. Then you can see I have a route here. I just say edit route. I say please those guy member to this VPC VPC1 can go to anywhere. Can go to anywhere 40/0, which is anywhere or internet. So how can go to the anywhere? Should be go to the internet gateway. So I select the internet gateway and they give me the internet which is I just created here. So I just selected IGW. So I just save here. So now I'm ready to access to my EC2 to the server 2 right now because everything is ready. So I say copy the IP, and even there is one option here, say get the password first. Again, I will say browse, I jumping, or I select the AWS lab. Alright, so I decrypt the password. This is the password, you can copy it. Then after that, download remote desktop, then open it. They will try. Now I have internet. This should be okay here. You can see immediately they give me the credential page here, the administrator here. So I just say this is the password. Just make sure the password is there. Yep, perfect. So I just say okay. So I guess the password, they have a space on it. So just check it out. Yeah, there is a space. So I delete it. Then I say okay again. Yep, they ask me here to approve the certificate, or where there is no certificate for the server security certificate. So I just say okay. Then you can see I'm access now to the server, or the first server inside the cloud. From that guy, from this server, actually we will try, or we will test through the ping protocol, ICMP protocol, the connectivity between the server, because most of the server is work right now. As you can see, those server is running now. So I will try to use that server to test or verification, or do the verifying the traffic or network connectivity between the VPC, between the same VPC itself, all those stuff. We will use this server. As you can see here, this is the server private IP, this is the public IP. Let's do ping, or simple ping here between that server. You can see that server, the IP 10.10.151.51, to another server which is in the same VPC, which is 10.10.2.86. So I just copy the IP, I go to the server here. I will try to open CMD right there. So the CMD here, let me make him a little bit bigger here. So the font will be, let's go with the maximum option, right? So I will try to ping to that guy here. So I just say ping to this IP just now, which is 10.10.2.86. I will make it -t because I need to see the result frequently. I don't think so there is a ping come up here, or the connectivity is there. You can see is a request timeout. Don't worry, we have a routing here, I think, because we have something they call security group. We have a firewall. Where is this is the firewall, actually they call security group inside where? Inside the cloud AWS. Where is the security group here? You can get the security group from the VPC. You can see here security group, and you can see from the EC2. I think that option is much more easy from the EC2. In the EC2 dashboard, you can go in the network security over there and security group option. If you remember, we have two security group, one they call VPC 02 for all, and another one VPC 01 for all. Right now we deal with the VPC 01, so I will select this guy. Again, this is exactly the firewall inside the cloud, or they provide really some technology they call micro segmentation. Is wonderful. So I go to this guy and inbound here, I can see the inbound allowed only RDP protocol. So ICMP is not allowed here. That's why the ping is request timeout right there. So what I'm gonna do here, I just say edit here. I will say add rule here. In the add rule here, I will select IP, all ICMP IPv4 right there, as you can see here. And I will say yes, the source, probably any. I can put it any. Or you can put it the specific source, no problem. And the destination will be any if you leave it just like this. I just say save here. Now consider I'm allowed any ICMP traffic. So if I go back to the ICMP protocol here, as you can see, I have a reply started right now, and I have a connectivity between 10.10.1.51 and 10.10.2.86, as you can see here. Perfect. Now make sure your firewall is always allowed the services you work on it. Right now we use it ICMP, as you can see here. I give him permit or allow it. All right, there is a question here that's come up in your mind probably. Where is the routing between 10.10.1 to 10.10.2? I mean, how they do routing in this case? Okay, so let's go to the VPC very quick. This is the VPC, and this is the route table. You can see two subnet in that route table, because when you go to the route, you can see this guy here, 10.10.0/16. It's included in the route table. Of course, this is 10.10.0 is included 1, 2, 3, whatever, because it's /16. So of course those is under the same route table. That's why it's included, or they have it communication or connectivity between them. Let's summary what we learned today. We learned how to do the internet gateway to our network and join or attach it to the VPC or a specific VPC. In our lab actually is attached to the VPC one. After that, we go to the route table and add a default route table. In the route table, actually the first route table, we attached default route table 00 to the internet gateway, as you can see here, and attach it to subnet under this route table. That's why we have connectivity. But how to test the connectivity actually, because we use ICMP protocol, that's why we add in security group, we add in the VPC 01, we add the ICMP rule or ICMP IPv4 allowed here. So that's why my ping is work or connectivity between the 10.10.1 can talk with the 10.10.2. Perfect. So next tutorials we will try to do the routing between different VPC in the same region. This will be the topic for the next class.